Bistro, can you log on?
Yeah, I'm doing right now.
This has been a long time coming, buddy. Across 2 servers, trying to do this.
Actually, true.
I clicked the wrong character.
Send it.
You got an error and crashed.
No way.
I'm kidding. He just
Whip
crafted
it out.
There it is.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Taboo!
I saw his hands glow.
And I'll get that thing enchanted and we can start talking about this place. Okay, everybody, welcome to BWL. Some of you have done this a long time ago, some of you have done it recently, but we'll be careful and just go over things as we go. In general, there's a giant write-up in the Raid Strats thing you can read for every single detail, but I'm not going to go down and just read that. I'm just going to explain what we're going to do for each fight. This first boss, his trash pulls with him, basically. We're going to run up that platform and those 3 guys by the orb. We're going to kill them as soon as possible. They do mind control, so don't kill your friends if they get mind controlled. They'll probably get deleted before they can mind control, but just in case. Once we get up there, Haruto, don't even bother tanking any of the 3 up there. Just go ahead and click the orb as soon as they're picked up. Make sure they get a tank on them before you click the orb so you don't get immediately broken out of the orb. You're going to run around with the boss via the orb and break all of the eggs. Start with the eggs nearest to us. And when the timer is about to break, run the boss away so that you have time to re-click the orb before he starts smacking people.
Gotcha.
Once all 30 eggs are broken, the boss himself will actually run to us, and we'll get to that part in a second. But while he's breaking all of the eggs, there's going to be 3 different types of mobs that run towards us, because we're all going to be on this left side by the ramps. Groups 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be on the north side, or the far side, picking up ads, and groups 5, 6, 7, 8 are going to be on the near side here, at the base of these stairs right in front of us, to clear ads. Priority is to kill the mages or casters first as they run out, because they tend to pool in the middle of the room and just start recasting on people. Silences, interrupts help bring them towards us. After that, it would be the Legionnaires, and then finally the Dragonkin guys that wander around. You can sleep the Dragon guys, Haruto, but I would suggest you don't, because it tends to bug out. And when we get to the actual boss phase, they stick around instead of running away if they were slept. A weird bug. But just don't bother sleeping them, we'll be fine. Healers, this is Gauntlet, so make sure you conserve mana as best you can. There's some chance you'll be able to break combat, and if you do, immediately spam the water button. Speaking of water, make sure you trade mages like I'm about to for water. You forgot. Thank you, Blitz. If people die, don't immediately battle res them, because there is a chance we break combat and can get a res off that way as well. But really, this whole fight is just doing this gauntlet until we get those 30 eggs down. Once we get to the last few eggs remaining, we might be getting overwhelmed. In that case, use your fears and other CC on the mobs. We don't have to kill them all, because again, they will run away once the boss himself pulls after all 30 eggs break. We're going to have Scyther, because he's used to doing it, we're going to have Scyther do backup duty on the orb in case Haruto gets debuff locked on it. So if you can't click the orb, Haruto, call for Scyther to do it, but you should be fine as long as we don't let the mobs get to you. Once all of the eggs are done, Haruto will drop down and we're going to tank the boss right in front of the platform. We're like right under the orb with the laser beam coming out of it right now. When that happens, we need to make sure everyone who isn't Haruto and Stevie comes in line of sight by this pillar where I'm jumping right now, so that you don't pull threat. We need to have Stevie number 2 on threat, because this guy does a conflag like Drac at the end of Ubers. And he'll run right to the second person with threat, and if he runs over to the range and starts cleaving, people are going to die. So the whole key is the transition from the 2 phases, and you want to make sure both tanks pop a free action potion, because he does a like AoE War Stomp type stun. You won't be able to fap the conflag, but you can fap the stuns, and it makes it a lot easier to get the initial threat you need. Arto, you'll have infinite threat as long as you break that last egg. You don't even have to press buttons, but you should anyways because DPS. And we just keep them up and swap between conflag tanks just like Drac at the end of Ubers, and then the boss dies. It's very easy once we get to that phase. It's just a matter of getting there. So we should be good on that. Once we have killed this boss, do not run into the next room afterwards. Sit still by the boss, because there's mobs that run away that we want to kill in the next room. But that's it for this fight. Does anybody have questions on this fight? It's pretty simple.
You want me to click the orb from the floor?
I would just go up the ramp and not be on the bottom, because that's the way I've always done it, and I don't want it to screw up something I don't know about.
Alright.
And then you can drop down once all the eggs are done. So yes, once again, groups 1, 2, 3, and 4 go to the far side or north side staircase. And 5, 6, 7, 8, you'll be on the near side. Make sure that you check what groups you're in for totems, Shaman. We have kind of weird setup. It's just so that we can split the DPS evenly between the two sides for this. If one side gets behind, call for help. Guys, back them up, but then make sure you clear your side as well.
This is Cobbs. I have one quick question.
Sure.
I'm used to doing this where we separate groups like along each side. So, being a class that can interrupt, are we free to run out there and interrupt a mage that's like almost on the other side there?
I wouldn't go I wouldn't go past the center of the room. I'd stay on.
They'll
this
run
half
toward
of
us.
the
I
room.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can feel free to run into the middle and interrupt stuff so that they run in. That's fine. But we're not posting in the corners like some groups do. We're all just staying on this side. We found that to be easier.
Okay.
Yeah, carrot check. Make sure your gear's up. We're not popping our world buffs yet, but make sure you have your other buffs up. And we'll get one of these out.
I'll be ready after I drink all 20 of my elixirs.
Make sure if you're sharpening, you only sharpen your offhand, yada yada, usual horde stuff. We're just going to try and move through this quickly, but make sure people understand every fight here. Normally I'd take like an extra 5 minutes and go into detail, but we're not going to do that, because Stevie will fall asleep and or die.
True.
I'm with Stevie.
Stevie, you got all your buffs?
Oh, yeah, I clicked ready.
Okay, then we'll just do a pull 10 and we'll run up there.
We need to kill these guys fast, by the way.
Yep.
5,
Don't kill your friends. Make
4,
sure the tanks pick them up.
3,
Haruto, you click that orb.
2, 1.
I'm locked out. I think I double clicked it.
Alright, Scyther, click it please.
I got it.
Start breaking eggs.
Now go to your side. You see a wizard in the middle, kill the wizard in the middle, otherwise just chill by the stairs and let him come to us.
Steven/Thana, just in case something happens and you need a third backup, make sure that you're ready
Absolutely.
to click that.
Yeah, I'm hanging tight just in case.
This phase is all about conserving your resources, so healers just heal when you need to. You don't all have to heal the one damage that goes out.
But my Parsons.
Don't worry about Parsons, a different cage, Eddie. Alright, so next time it drops, you should be good to quick it. The buff is gone. So the mage is in the middle, please. Priority is Always mages first. The boss is up here whacking people. Remember, you can pop mana potions early. This is a long gauntlet. Should be able to get a second one later. We're about a third of the way through. In emergency, you can always fear these guys. They are CCable. Halfway down. Ellie, if you want, you can battle res Zan. You have a ton of mana for it.
It's like the south side is just a little behind the north side.
Right, north. If you get free, a couple can run out. Don't all run down there. We're at 27, only 3 more eggs. Remember, you can start fearing and doing other CC here. They will leave once the boss plays.
Usually, Ascaris.
Should, unless we bug them out by sleeping them. Alright, 1 more egg. Remember to run to the line of sight position if your name isn't Stevie or Haruto.
Breaking the last one.
Move into position.
That time, right?
Yes, pop a free action potion if you're melee, especially Haruto and Stevie. Keep Haruto up. He's conflagged. Stevie should have him. Do not stand in front. Kill the 1 ad.
Arto's dead.
Down.
Right, Ado, shift to bear and do as much threat as you can. Try and pull up second. Otherwise, a minor you'll be tanking when Stevie gets conflagged. little sloppy, but I think good job in general for the first time sight read of that. Worked.
I clicked the orbs twice. I didn't realize. My bad.
No worries. Oh, wowee. Blackwing Cabal Night 1. I think it's going to be a good day.
Hell yeah.
Healer's eating good.
All is
Don't run up
Mage,
there.
Lock, Gigabis, so...
Do not
Yeah,
run
don't
past
run into the
Ada
next room,
bear.
please. Do not move past the Sleepy Bear. Good job, everyone. Again, that fight is a little bit of a mess, always, so really good job, especially with mana management people. A little bit, it'll get cleaner as there's less orb confusion. It's very easy to make that mistake, Haruto, because you're spamming trying to get it as fast as you can. I don't blame you. I've definitely done it. Alright. Regroup, rebuff, drink up. This next room has some goblins in it that we're going to chase down with our fastest folks. That being mages blinking in and hunters with pack. Run in there, aggro them. They won't run away once you've aggroed them and started hitting them, but make sure we hit as many of them as we can, because they can drop the ore that we need for weapons and T-Fury and stuff. This ready check is for trash only. This is easy trash, but we gotta run into it. Yeah, get rebuffs out if you need to.
Do
not talk to the dragon. Yeah. No one touch the dragon. It's a friend until we kill it. But that's only for Haruto to talk to.
Lemon is offline. Preserving buffs.
They had mentioned that their connection could be spotty because they're on Wi-Fi or hotspot, whatever.
He said he's changing computers.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry, I can't read everything because I'm yapping.
No, you're
My
fine.
brain doesn't work good enough.
Well, you're good. Yeah, so we don't really need him for this.
We don't need him for trash here, so we can run in. Yeah. Once everybody's ready, we'll just do a real pull 5 here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This one's on the near side and far side of the dragon.
Your ally matches power. Now he shall serve.
Good job.
Who should we give Hourglass Sand to?
I'll give it to Stevie for now, please.
Gotcha.
If Stevie has room.
I do.
If you're a healer or a tank, you can keep them on you, but everybody else, please give them to Stevie.
Are we doing melee on the north side?
Yes, we will be doing melee on the northwest side here. We'll put a couple of shamans over there for chain healing you as well. Let's fix the groups as well right now while we can. Somebody's been doing it.
By the way.
Right, cool. Good. I trust you to do it.
Slowly but surely.
While he's working on that, I'll start explaining this fight. This fight won't begin until Haruto talks to the dragon. Even after that, there's a little short RP, but whoever talks to the dragon gets that initial aggro on him. We only get that RP the first time. After that, when we run back in, if we were to wipe, you can accidentally pull the dragon by getting too close. So do not think that you're safe running up to the dragon in future ones if we die on the first try here. I think we'll be fine. We've got a good group and good fire res, but it's all about threat management on this fight. This fight has a few major mechanics, one being you get this buff on you that lasts 3 minutes. That gives you 500 mana, 50 energy, or 20 rage every second for 3 minutes. It basically makes you have infinite resources to slam your best spells and skills the entire fight. You can spam your most expensive heals. It doesn't matter. You can just constantly be slamming regrowths on people, even though it's inefficient normally. You can chain heal at max rank to everybody. You can do whatever. While that's happening, however, the boss will be targeting a mana user every 15 seconds with a skill or a debuff called Burning Adrenaline. When that goes on you, it'll deal 5% of your max health to you every second until you die. And when you die, you'll explode for like 4,000 damage to everybody around you. If you get Burning Adrenaline, you want to run from the melee or the range file, whichever one you're in if you have mana, to this corner that I'm moving to now. I'm going to put a little star in my head so you can see me. You'll want to come over here to die. While you're coming over here, you have instant cast everything. So you can still DPS the boss as you're running, and you do 100% more damage until you die, but you're definitely going to die. So don't worry about it. Just make sure you're not near anybody else when you explode. The third time, every third time that goes out, it will go on to the highest threat target, which will be Haruto first, and then hopefully Stevie second. I don't think we'll get 2 burning adrenalines on tanks unless we have a bunch of casualties. So once Haruto gets it, Stevie's going to move into Haruto's position and hold the dragon there. We need the dragon to be facing that way towards the throne because he does a breath, he does tail whip, the usual dragon garbage. You do not want him to pull aggro on either side, caster or melee, or he will just cleave everybody to death and it'll be a wipe instantly. So be careful. The main thing here is Haruto is going to need to have big threat, and he will do so by slamming Heroic Strike on every button. If you're a warrior that isn't named Haruto or Stevie, do not press Heroic Strike, period. You can cleave, but do not press Heroic Strike. The threat multiplier is too high, and you'll pull threat with that and your executes. Do not pull threat, let Stevie get it second. Kill dragon is really the essentials of this fight. Shouldn't be too bad. It's just a matter of don't pull threat. We have the DPS to do this. This boss is known as the guild killer for most people in early classic because he has a DPS check. But the DPS check we could do with 30 people. It's not really that stringent as long as people are paying attention. Make sure you drop your fire res totems if you're a shaman, because this is significant AoE fire damage to everybody in the group, and especially high on Haruto. Haruto should wear a few pieces of fire res, probably, so that he doesn't get just deleted by the breath. What shamans want to move to the melee group? Do we have any resto shamans in melee group? I don't think so. I'll volunteer. I'll go to the melee group. If another shaman also wants to come to melee side for chain heals, feel free. Otherwise, just make sure we keep the tank up, and then secondarily keep everybody else up. It's most important to keep the tank up. If he spins and breathes, we all die. So, but this fight is scarier in concept than it is in execution, as long as nobody pulls threat.
One little note.
Yes.
Haruto, when he talks to the dragon, he should do it from behind, so he'll turn around and face the back. Then his first heroic strike or whatever doesn't get parried, like guaranteed. So you just talk
There's
to
no
it here,
risk of him
no, you
breathing
talk
or
to
doing
it.
something weird.
No, you
Yeah,
talk to
do
it
that.
here, and then you run to the front while the RP's going, and you just get a free backstab essentially, or hit
Yeah,
from behind.
really, just don't hit it for a second.
Yes, everybody in the group drink a GFPP right now, if you have one, and you should have one. We're not using world buffs for the first pull, Shamster. If we die and the world buffs will push it over, we'll use them. But I don't think we'll need world buffs for this fight. If we were trying to do it deathless, we'd do world buffs, but we're not worried about that. This isn't hardcore. Yes, no music bot today, but it'll be back next week. This is just so it's easier to not get confused by people's explanations or questions while there's music going on and people aren't listening.
By the way, melee, if you're up against, I'll put a square on his head. If you're standing by the square, you should not be on that side. The melee should be with the star. Ranged should be with the square. You want to ready check for understanding?
Yep, this is just if you know the fight and don't have questions. While we're waiting on potion cooldown, make sure you have all your buffs. You have a food buff, you have elixirs. Don't pop your flask yet because you'll have infinite resources if you're a healer for this. You can pop it if you're a tank, because I think you guys have 2, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have Ado. Let me give you one. I wouldn't
Ado, you
drink it
shouldn't
yet,
need a
Ado,
flask for this
but
fight, yeah. Just wait until Firema or something.
for the dragons, there's your flask, Ado.
Ado, you moved to a different room where you can hear again now, right?
Not yet, I don't think.
Oh, soon?
Everyone supposedly gets it, though.
Yep, and my potion cooldown only has 10 seconds, and this guy has RP, so this ready check will be for pull.
Everyone's ready. Drifter,
Alright,
get the fuck
Haruto.
back here.
Move to his butt, talk to him, and then move right back to your position where you should be by the throne. Watch your executes early, Melee. Make sure there's a big enough threat lead.
Nefarious' corruption has taken hold.
Wait a couple seconds before doing anything, please.
Don't even white attack for like 2 seconds. Let him get some sunders up.
I'm gonna flash that, so just heal me back. At like 15. No hots.
The black fire rages within my
Combat in 20 seconds.
I must release it.
13.
Pretty Princess Haruto.
He really did look cute for a second.
Death, destruction.
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
Alright, here we go. Let's do it.
Fight this. Alexstrasza, help me. I must fight.
Ellie, to the
out.
corner. On Onu.
Big heals on Haruto, keep him up.
I'm chilling.
I'm not number number
chilling.
2 on
I'm
threat.
chilling.
Take Lexia, go. It doesn't actually matter. You guys are right. Without world buffs, they're gonna die before burning the drill on Haruto's.
Easy peasy.
Haruto
Stop
Kahara.
it.
Oh,
Is
That's right,
this
he-
MQG.
MQG.
Damn, mind quickening gem.
2 blood fangs, nice.
So,
Oh.
how come we couldn't do that on DD, guys? Can I
No,
just...
you know what?
32
Hey,
people.
hold on.
Mana res everybody.
Wait. Those Bloodfang belts right there are a slap in the face, my man.
Mm-hmm.
We got like none of them.
That was
You have
also
infinite
like
mana. Resurrect everyone, heal them up,
Res and
buff 'em
buff.
up.
it was worst case scenario on 2 healers getting hit as well. So really good job heals on keeping Haruto up. It's much less impactful. No offense to caster DPS, but if you guys die, it's a lot less bad on that fight.
I didn't need to wreck. I thought I did. I shield walled.
Yeah, shield wall much better. Good job. Thank you. All right. Moving forward to this next trash pack. Ado, I want you to sleep one of them before you tank one of them. I would rather you sleep one than tank one, because if we have 2 casters, we want both of them sleepy time.
I mean, we have enough warriors. He can just
yeah.
be a sleep. He can just be a sleeper bot for these packs.
Steven / Thana, have you ever marked these packs before? I see that this one is already marked, but looks like you
I'm marking them right now.
Okay.
What
I'm
do
just
you
gonna
want to?
explain
How
what
do you
they
want
do.
to? Yeah.
First of all, the captain, we want a hunter, either yourself or Oris, to tank or kite it around until we're ready to kill it, because it buffs all the other ones. We want to sleep both of the
Wormkins.
Wormkins, if we have 2 Wormkins. Do we? I can only see 1.
We have Circle as a Wormkin. It can get it. It's the only one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just have Ellie sleep that one. That means Ado can tank one for this pull. We're going to have Haruto on Skull. We're going to have Stevie on X. We will have a Hunter on Triangle, Ellie on Circle. We will
And
put
then another tank on Diamond.
Ado on Diamond, and we'll put Drifter on Square.
I didn't even see Square.
Yep. We will not kill Circle until like all of but the captain are dead. So just kill like Skull, X, Square, Diamond, and then we'll kill Circle and bring Triangle back. Is everybody ready for trash? Ready? Check again.
Oh yeah, Ors. All you, homie.
Double check what groups you've been moved to, Shamans, just to make sure you're dropping the right totems. Everyone's ready? Anna, why don't you do this pull if you're, or whoever's kiting triangle, do this pull. Kite triangle out, we'll sleep
5,
circle, tanks pick it up
4,
with taunt as they run
3,
down here. We're going to
2,
fight down here, not in the
1.
room.
Yep. We're gonna fight on the little ramp out here.
Yep. Careful of line of sight also.
Pick your target up.
Possible some of them are immune to taunt 8 I'm not 100% on that.
Which one was it that was immune to taunt? The Seether or the Flame Scale Ado?
I'm pretty sure the Seethers do the little dash. Nope, never mind. I'm wrong. The Flame Scales do the dash. So that's like the Uber's mechanic. It's not a threat drop. Just be ready to get knocked. And then
you can drop that ores, I think, if you want.
You can drop it, Ellie. I'm ready for it, just in case.
Sorry.
Or...
Oh, you're good.
The casters that we sleep do a ton of AoE fire damage. Face them away if possible. And it's fire elemental in NC, one of those rock boys. Also blast wave.
You can bring the captain back, whoever's guarding.
When you have 0 druids, this trash is really annoying, but it's nice when you have 1 to 2. Alright, get fair light up.
Okay, so kite triangle.
Ado, that's not surprising. It's only the wormkin that you can sleep. You're just gonna tank the one that if we give you a non-wormkin. Sorry for confusion, that's probably my fault. But yeah, if it's one of the slim casters, you can sleep that. If you're assigned a mark that isn't one of the slim casters, just bear it.
There's 2 wormkin in this pack, so
yes. So this
diamond
one
and circle, yeah.
You will still have Ellie on circle. Ado, you will be on diamond sleep duty. Same mark for the triangle will be kited out, and we'll just kill skull, X, square, etc. And once again, we're still pulling down after you've slept them or whatever. So.
And we're not fighting in the room. We're fighting in the same hallway we were just in.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Careful healing early when these are getting pulled that you don't get heal aggro. Let them come to us.
Give me a trank shot on Seether. Thank you.
These things die so fast normally, I forget what mechanics they even have outside of the one you have to sleep and the one you have to kite.
I'm picking
Noted
up circle,
though that they
keep diamond,
frenzy.
Keep diamond to sleep, I'm picking up circle. You guys got diamond, I'm gonna get ready for the captain. You can kite the captain into this main room, by the way. I'm ready to get him.
Alright, as we're cleaning this up, the next trash that we deal with is the infamous suppression room. It's really not that scary as long as we take it slow. Nobody get ahead of themselves and run off and pull more than we should. These mobs respawn very quickly, but only the little whelps. The other ones respawn at like a 20-minute timer. We have plenty of time to move slowly through, drink up after when we need to, etc. We need rogues to be up there, disarming all of the little pillars that spit out gas. The gas is very annoying. It snares you, it slows your attack speed, it basically makes you useless. So we want those disarmed more than we want you to deal any DPS, rogues. As long as you're moving slowly with everyone and clicking those pillars down, disarming them, you're doing your job. So,
I like to put a mark on the rogues, by the way. That way you guys can easily tell where each other are, so you're not trying to disarm the same trap over and over.
We can go up onto this ledge where you see Haruto is, and drink up there and buff up there. We should be safe. The kill priority and pull priority for these is we want to kill the Hatchers first. The Hatchers, what they're going to do is they're going to put down a Flame Strike on the ground. Move out of the Flame Strike. This Flame Strike really hurts. So do your best to not stand in it, no matter what you do. Tanks, healers, nobody. Just move out of it. Second priority are the Warlock Orc dudes, Taskmasters. We want to kill those second. And then tertiarily, we want to kill the Whelps. We don't care about the Whelps. They don't do that much. They die fast and they come back fast. We want to kill the Hatchers, then the Orcs, and then keep moving forward. We're going to hug this right side, as we're facing it right now, all the way up to the corner, then hug the back side, up to that next corner, and go up the stairwell. In the stairwell, we'll have time to break and rebuff and do whatever. Also, as we move forward, you can res people when we get out of combat. People die. It's not the end of the world. So again, slow and steady, it makes this very easy. Once we get to the top level and we get close to the boss, we're going to stop about 2 cubbies away from the boss, and we'll talk about the boss. We're going to try and move quickly, but safely through here. That's the key.
Yeah, Twigs, it's the suppression device.
Just with a little pole sticking out of the floor.
Yeah, the big spouty doodads in the middle. It says suppression device, you can hover it. It looks like a quest item you can click.
You want me to shoot these Taskmasters, get this started?
I would like you to kill this Hatcher.
Excellent.
Once again, everyone, move out of Flame Strikes.
Yep.
The most damage that comes out here is Flame Strike.
Don't stand in the shit on the ground, as per usual. Rogues, if you break combat, feel free to just get away from the masses. Get far ahead of us and get away from us. It's a lot easier to not get in combat if you're not close to us. And only don't disarm the middle row. There's no point. You only need to disarm the ones against this wall.
Commons, make sure you're moving your totems with you. Do not leave them behind to aggro Welter spawns. You can tuck into these cubbies once we've cleared them and drink.
There are Taskmasters we're going to be aggroing in a minute. Here they come.
Right.
The best advice I have for rogues is to get away from the masses, because the closer you are to us, the easier it'll be for you to be broken out of stealth.
Some of these guys see through stealth, isn't that correct, Steven? Or is it just that
they don't see through stealth, but they have like...
Okay.
They do like ticking fire damage in an area around them, I swear to God.
It's like a fire aura? Okay. Just be careful, rogues. We can, again, go as slow as we need to on this. Break combat, drink healers.
Move back now.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Start explaining the boss once we get to the stairwell to the second level. Shouldn't take long.
You can move to the next cubby, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one Hatcher and pull it to us.
I am.
Oh, we got Taskmasters too. Need some AoE here.
We'll have another Hatcher in 2 seconds. It's marked with the skull.
Watch out for this guy's flame strike.
Yeah, we might need to move back in the cubby that we were just at. If you need to get
Stay away from Haruto.
Okay, move away from Skull. Yeah. We'll get more whelps, but we can deal with them. Another flame strike.
Out of the flame strike, either direction. stay in this cubby and we'll recover here. Get reses out and re-drink and rebuff. We should be fine.
The Taskmasters do heal, by the way, so make sure you're watching for those kicks and interrupts, please.
I tried to kick him forward. It didn't work. But that's the thing, you just can't kick.
I think, can you
Steven,
stun him
make sure
or
that
lock him up? Sorry.
Pull packs back to us so that we don't get as many doubles like that. You can pull them and just run them back to us. Not a big deal. If we pull like a couple of whelp packs with them, they die real fast.
Mm-hmm. Good to know, Wars. I'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
If they're not kickable, that's my bad.
They're stunnable and like they're affected. Like like what Ors is saying, he can scatter shot them, so we could like gouge them, stuff like that.
They're probably gouge and blindable, but not kickable.
Mm-hmm.
Few more reses go out. Make sure we rebuff and drink up before we start pulling again. We have plenty of time before reses, before the mobs respawn.
Shamans, let's do our best.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
We're pretty much clear to the ramp on the other end.
Nice.
Suppression device wise.
We'll pull this hatcher in a second, and once we're all
What were you going to say about shamans?
Well, we are living. If you live and we need to res, let's have shamans focus on resing so that priests can use their mana to rebuff druids also.
Definitely still want to rope you back there because the suppression devices may pop up at any given time. You're random.
It might be worth not dropping totems. That
I was just going to say that.
Alright, that way we don't aggro whelps behind us.
We don't need totems for this. There's nothing critical here. There's no fears. Just break the muscle memory until we're up to the boss.
Watch out for the flame strikes.
So you can totally dodge that. The only one who should be getting hit by that's the tank, just so you all know.
And when you see the mob start casting, just pre-move away from it, or away from its target more specifically.
Everyone move to triangle.
There's some whelps in the back still. Yeah, there's a lot of whelps that are behind us, guys, that are coming up.
Should be moving towards the stairs. If you see triangle, move towards triangle, please.
Run up into the stairs just get all together at triangle. Get on blind of sight.
You dropped them.
There's no recall, but move them by placing them down here.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of whelps in the back still, by the way.
Everybody just coerce up by triangle, everybody.
Just get around the corner.
Clear them together.
This is a pretty
this
safe
corner
cubby for
is
us.
safe. Yes, we can drink here.
Gonna start working on the upper floor.
We will start working on the upper floor when healers have mana. As long as healers have mana, go for it.
I mean, the suppression device is upper floor.
Alright, I'm going to start talking about the boss. We're just going to continue that the same thing, different floor.
Of course. Of course.
Good.
Alright.
Stop him.
Sorry, I wasn't muted.
It's
You
fine.
good?
I was like, he has a
Oh, who's
problem
gonna
with me
talk
playing
again?
the boss.
Oh no.
No, that was my girl.
Alright. When we get up
pull
here...
pull these.
Yeah, pull the gorks. When we get to the last two cubbies, we're going to stay back. The boss has a very large aggro radius. You will not think you're going to pull him and pull him. So do not move ahead of the group. Rogues, be careful. Don't try to disarm a thing right near him. You'll pull the boss on accident. You'll want to disarm that as soon as we get up to him and do the pull, but you don't want to like try and pre-disarm it and get caught and then it's a wipe.
Got a bunch of whelps incoming.
The boss will be tanked such that the tanks are against the wall because he does a big knockback called knock away. You note that this knock away is a threat reduction, and it's not as little as the Onyxia threat reduction. This is a 50% threat reduction.
Hatcher.
You have to watch your threat as melee on this fight. This guy cleaves and he hits like a truck. So if you pull aggro, you're probably going to die. You want to make sure that when you get knocked into a wall if possible, as a tank or as melee, because he also does a blast wave which knocks everyone back and slows you. I would rather you get knocked back and not get cleaved, so if you get knocked back and have to move forward to re-DPS the boss, that's fine. Just don't get knocked into whelps, because you can easily get knocked back into respawning whelps. Once the boss dies, the whelps will no longer respawn and we can clear them, but until then, we have to be careful.
Once the boss dies, get away from the gate.
Yes. Also, do not be up near the gate, because there's a padding, annoying ads that pull and trash kill us. This boss hits really hard, as I've said. He also does a Mortal Strike, which hits for like 6,000 damage on plate. When that Mortal Strike goes out, we want to make sure that we put any external defenses that we have on the tank, such as Priest Bubbles. They will get immediately destroyed, but they're not affected by a Mortal Strike, so it saves it. You also want to spam your big heals into them, even though it's Mortal Strike. I know it feels bad to heal into Mortal Strike, but we need to.
Let's go ahead and pull this Hatcher into the cubby. Or not pull it into the cubby, but...
This whole fight is basically about managing threat between the two tanks. You want one to get knocked away, and then the other one has threat, and then that one gets knocked away, and then the first tank gets threat back, etc. So make sure you're behind both tanks as much as possible, because when the knockback happens, if you're second on threat, you're gonna die. And you might cleave a bunch of people down with you, so try not to cleave a bunch of people down with you. Range, you're going to want to stay about 2 cubbies away. You can put a mark on Scyther. He's usually good about knowing where the square on. I'm sorry, whoever used to be square is really. You'll want to stand sort of on him, and you can avoid the blast waves by being out of it and not get knocked into a bunch of whelps. But especially if you don't have good threat drops, like if you're a warlock and you have a crit Shadow Bolt, make sure you don't crit right after somebody gets knocked back or right before a knockback and pull threat to range, or that's a definite wipe. So again, it's all about threat management. It's like the same thing you'll hear me say 50 times tonight, because Blackwing Layer is pretty much just threat and taunt swaps the instance.
Hunters can go crazy, by the way.
Yeah, hunters, rogues, you can go nuts because you have drops, threat drops. But if you don't, like a warlock, then you have to be careful.
Lips are your friends.
Yes, lip if you need to, but be careful, because if you pull threat and you lip, it doesn't save your friends from getting cleaved. That's really about it. This guy's not that complicated. It's just a tank mitigation check and a threat check on your DPS, and an idiot check to make sure nobody pulls.
There's 2 Hatchers here.
I'm coming for the other one.
And strike in that cubby. Get out of that cubby.
Away, away, away.
According to the rogues, I think remember the last suppression device right before Blue Lord, you can get seen in stealth. I vaguely remember something like that.
Yes,
so
that's what I was saying. We want to disarm that last one as we run in together to pull the boss. Do not try and pre-grab it.
I'd say stop, group up real tight on square right now so we can stop pulling whelps so the healers can drink up, please. We keep randomly grabbing whelps as they respawn. We don't need to. Let's let everyone drink up.
Everybody sort of clump up and stick together for the rest of this area. Just don't follow the tanks into the boss until they have the boss. Arto, you know where we tank this guy. You've seen it before, so just pull him there. Stevie, get not directly on top of Harto so you get cleaved, but also with your back against the wall so that when he gets knocked away, you don't get, sent across the room when you get knocked.
Okay.
And also that it doesn't spin and slam somebody from melee.
You don't really need to get the trap suppression devices behind us anymore, by the way, rogues. Just worry about the ones in front of us.
Harto and Stevie, I'm sure you know this, but you probably want to pop a stone shield for this guy. Again, he's pretty much all physical besides his blast wave. Shields are also recommended if you're tanking and he's about to Mortal Strike. You can just swap it on and off. I would hold it. I would keep your shield on until the 5-second Mortal Strike drops.
Hey, Ono.
Yes.
I apologize if you said this, but are his ranged and healers go on the left side of the door while the tanks go to the right side of the door in that corner?
No, the healers and ranged are going to stay on square. We just sort of stay on this side.
Okay. Okay.
This ready check I'm going to send out is for if you understand the boss. If you have questions, feel free to ask. There's no harm in it. Otherwise, get everybody rebuffed as much as we can here, and we'll prep for pull. One thing I would like to say is if you melee and everybody, if you kill the whelps as we run in instead of hitting the boss, you're less likely to pull threat early. So just handle the whelps that are there, and then you can go on to the boss once they've got them in position.
Big true.
If you brought a flash healers, I'm going to pop mine right now, because this fight is pretty healing intensive.
Are we good, do you think, Owner?
I'm good. Tanks are good. We will do a full 10, and then you guys can run in after this. Healers, everybody's buffed? I think so.
Yep, if you're ranged, you're going to stack on square. Look for the square. Scyther knows where to go. Stack on him. Melee, you should be behind Broodlord.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's an unfortunate suppression.
Thank God for Stone Shield Pod.
None of your kind will.
Kill the whelps, please.
First knock away there. He heals on Haruto, he's got the Mortal Strike. Immortal Strike.
I switched to a shield so fast. Jesus Christ.
It hits hard. And from here we just control it. This is the whole fight. You've seen every mechanic. My apologies for saying we weren't moving to the left side of the door when clearly we were. I haven't played this as ranged before.
I'm dead.
Stevie's down.
Ado
took
res
the
if you
bear.
can, Ellie. Or Ado.
Either one. Or second on threat. I can't see it right now. Make sure you're facing away from the rest of the melee.
Reminder, you're number 2.
Is it a reminder when boss guys don't stay near the door?
Yeah,
Do
get away
not
from the door.
move away from the door range. Let's move off to the side here. Time to pull whelps.
Whoops.
Whelps left side. Handle it.
And at this point, do we want to take some time to just clear through this room a little bit?
Yes, clear the dragons in case we have to run back. Makes it a lot easier. Also, when you do the suppression traps now, they will not pop back up.
Hey, all new. So, I was next on threat there, and you're saying don't stand next to melee. Where should I stand in that moment then? Like, close to the floor here?
I couldn't see where he was facing, but basically anywhere next to a wall that isn't like on top of the current tank.
Here.
You want to not
about
get
where
cleaved.
Shadow is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not get cleaved, but also not immediately get all of the melee cleaved.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna head to. Alright, cool.
Sorry, I can only see like half of the fight because I'm staring at healing bars or
That's all
health
good.
bars.
I was trying to reactively put my shield on when he hit me. So I could
you gotta
keep
do it
fighting for
first.
threat period. But yeah, no, he just took me like 10% HP and then one shot my ass.
Good job though, everyone. That suppression room is a headache, but it's, you know, it's just slow and steady progress. You can't rush it.
We can keep killing whelps, but I think we're fine.
We're okay here.
We have enough room behind us now to pull trash mobs into this room and use it.
Alright, I'll start explaining this trash because this trash is a pain in the ass. We have Blackwing Technicians, which are the little goblins. They do grenades, and they target whoever has threat on them, but they do big splash and they do big damage. If you sit still while AoEing, you're going to die. Make sure you're constantly moving. If you're a mage and you have threat, keep moving. If you stop to try and like cast, you're going to get deleted. Healers, make sure we're focusing on the mages. let's maybe assign one priest to each mage. Let's say we'll put Fair on Airy, we'll put Buck on Blitz, and we'll put Twiz on Scyther, just so that they have a babysitter while they're doing that AoE to the gobos. There's also Warlocks, which I'm going to mark right now, this guy. This is the tank's jobs. Haruto and Stevie, you're going to pull those out. The reason that you two are doing these is that you have an interrupt. Ado doesn't have an interrupt, so he will be on the big dragon guy when we have him. They summon a portal, and we have to kill them before their portal coalesces, or they'll start summoning a bunch of demons and shit. And then lastly, there's the dragon guy. He just does a lot of damage. Not really that much damage. He just gets off-tanked and killed last. Ado, you'll be on that, whatever that gets marked. Sometimes we have extra caster mobs that do a flame strike. They don't hurt at all, but we don't want them flame striking and sheeping our healers because they also do polymorph. So we'll put Drifter on kiting those guys around interrupt duty. It's pretty easy. You just hold it, and then it dies just before the dragon. Usually gets forgotten about, and everybody has to run back to kill it. Does anybody have questions on this type of trash?
I'm on X, right? Where the hell's X?
I don't know if there is an X on this first little pack.
Okay.
This is like introduction to the trash.
Okay. Mages, good luck.
You want to pull the warlocks out from the goblins, please, because you don't want to have melee all getting blasted by grenades.
3.
It's hard to do, but try and line of sight pull them, try and interrupt them. They have multiple schools they cast.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Who's pulling?
Anyone?
I need to get closer.
Oh, those are coming around the corner.
Oh yeah, just assume all Ring of Fire is bad, by the way. I think we made that distinction last time.
I'm assuming some of it is our warlocks trying to help, though.
Yeah, but just in case, it's better to kill them slightly slower but live. Hey, nice. First Elementium.
Could be 2k gold right there.
I don't know about that. The first Thunder Fury was done in an hour past the server being opened. So.
Fair enough. We have one more pack before Fireball, right?
Yep, off to the right here. Oopsies, that's not what I meant. You want me to mark these, Steven, or do you want to mark them?
You go ahead, I'll just pay attention.
Alright, Ado, you'll be on square. We'll have Haruto on skull. Goblins are going to be unmarked. Purple diamond will be drifter. Kiting that thing around. Should be an extra warlock, I just have to find them. They're hard to click. There he is, you got him. Stevie, you're on X.
Yep.
That should be all that need to be marked. Steven, watch for the dragon to be running down the hallway. Don't pull when the dragon is coming ever. So next time it comes to us and then goes back, we'll pull the trash.
Yeah, and I've actually got like tracking dragon on, so like I see it coming. It's nowhere up in there yet.
Same assignments for mage healing.
Oh, shit, I'm not muted. All right, it's coming down right now. I see him on the map.
Uh-oh. Purple Diamond's casting purple hands.
Uh-oh.
Look out. It's literally the spell name.
That's really cool.
Or just boss in here right in front of us.
For some. Specifically for us.
Alright guys, we're gonna pull in about 3 seconds. Incoming.
This is not on me.
Oh, it's not in the goblin puddle? I'm fine with whoever it's on. Rain fires.
We have a portal on X.
You burn X before the portal spawns.
And the big fucker.
And then don't forget there's a purple diamond marked guy that we always forgot when Harmful was tanking it.
Oh yeah. I always forget about this guy. Your turn, Drifter, to be forgotten.
Sorry, man. It's good.
No mage deaths, though. Good shit, mages.
And the priest healing them also.
More Elementium.
Okay. Good. Alright. Fire Maw is coming. Don't walk into that room. Don't walk into that room. In the next room is an alchemy table. We'll get to that after we kill this boss. Yes. For this week, everybody put on your Oni cloak. In future weeks, it'll only be melee and tanks that need it, but just in case we have a squirrely pull, we want to have it on so we don't just suddenly lose half the raid.
Another Elementium up here, if we didn't get... Unless this is the one we were talking about.
Literally everyone, especially if you're melee, Hookie. Does Hookie have one? Did we give him one?
Hookie, I have 2 extras. Actually, it works out well for Hookie and Cat. Everyone else should have one, though. Mailed them out. Hamster... Oh, you gave me sand.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Where is Cat?
Oh yes, everybody wear that because all 3 of these next dragons will only all wear the cloak for this one, but the next 2 melee should wear it, and then casters we won't. But yes, you can pre-pot GFPP while I'm explaining this. Thank you, Ada. That's a good decision. Tanks especially, you want to do that. Haruto, you're going to want to pop Greater Stone Shield on pull because this is a dragon and it has Thrash. And it hits very hard physical as well as fire. You also want to be in your fire res gear, tanks, which means melee, watch out, they're in fire res gear, let them get threat. This guy also does wing buffet, just like the last one. We're going to hope to trivialize that by having Stevie soak every wing buffet. It's not always possible. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Stevie, you're going to be, once this dragon leaves, I'll move into position in the corner and show you, but you'll be on that metal grate that's shut in the corner, like the corner closest to the marker X right now. Haruto will be sort of right in the middle of that grate.
Close corner?
The far corner.
Okay.
I'm moving there now because the dragon's moving away. So yeah, you'll be tanking him like right here. If you want, you can even be on the ledge. You'll want to be there so that when it turns to you to wing buff it, if Haruto's tanking it right here in the middle where I am now, he can just shift over here to this corner. Then you won't get blasted by it and we'll be fine. If your taunt gets resist, Mocking Blow. If it gets resisted again, AoE taunt. And in that situation, we'll flex if we have to. In the event that Haruto eats a wing buffet, he can taunt up to your threat or whoever's highest on threat, but we do lose total threat, so DPS has to watch out that we don't climb up and creep up, because if he spins around and breathes on melee, everybody dies. Additionally, melee, for this fight, and all DPS for that matter, assume you are getting 0 heals. There's not a whole lot of damage that's going out to you, you're just watching your stacks. There's a ticking aura buffet effect, flame buffet, that goes out on everyone. When you get to 6 or 7 stacks, you should leave that room, come around to where I am jumping right now, on this line of sight wall, until your stack drops, and then you can move back. Healers, we want to make sure not every healer is dropping their stacks at once, or the tanks will die. I think there's a line of sight point behind this alchemy table, but I'm not sure. We just always had paladins in there so they could bubble it, because we were Alliance. I'm pretty sure there is, though. So we'll put 2 healers in the room. I'll volunteer, and we'll put 1 priest in here. Let's go with Fair. Me and Fairlight will come inside by the back of the... Or Twizzlers. Twizzlers knows where the spot is. So Twizzlers and Dats, because you volunteered, you can both go. On the inside heal, they'll just go in there by the table, and when you need to drop stacks, you tuck behind the alchemy table to lose your stacks. You want to be a couple of healers in there, because when Haruto tucks into the near side corner, there'll be line of sight from us as the healer pack. So you want to make sure whenever he's tucking, you'll be inside to heal. Judd, if you want to be in there, you can too. I don't care. It doesn't matter how many are in there, as long as we have enough heals for range, which shouldn't be a problem, because we shouldn't be taking much damage as ranged. Everybody, when you get low and you come out to tuck and drop your stacks, bandage. or other self heals. Because you're not doing anything else at that time, so just make sure you heal up and save our healers mana for the tanks. If he dies before our tanks die, we win, period. That's the whole fight. Not a DPS race. We have good gear. This should be kind of trivial, but it stumped us for a little bit on DD when we were undermanned and undergeared. So we over-prepare for it here. That's just how it goes. Make sure you're dropping fire res totems. But really, that's all this fight is the taunt swap on the wing buffet. The pull, we're going to have a hunter pull, and we're going to have Haruto taunt off the hunter. So make sure nobody's pre-hotting or anything like that when it's getting pulled. Let Haruto establish threat in the spot, and then you can start attacking. Once again, just wait a couple seconds. We'll be fine. Does anybody have questions on this fight? We'll do a ready check to confirm. If I forgot anything, also say something. I just sort of am rambling at this point.
By the way, there is a line of sight on the other side. I played Horde in Classic.
Yeah. Twizzlers has reminded that I'm marking that and Twiz so they can see each other in case they tuck at opposite times. Sorry for your pre-mark on purple. I just grabbed one.
Do we want to do it this pool? He's here? Or do we want to just grab it next go?
We'll get next pull so that everybody can be prepared for sure. This ready check is for next time it comes.
One thing I like to stress on this fight that I think makes it go more smooth, is there's no reason to heal DPS. DPS should keep themselves alive with GFPP and bandages and yada yada yada. If Haruto and I live, the boss will die, 99% chance. So DPS, if you die, I'm saying you're bad. Healers, don't waste your mana healing them because your mana should be spent on Haruto, Aido, and I.
Additionally, DPS, it is a DPS increase if you can get to enough fire res to not have to drop your stacks. So consider that, but it probably isn't relevant this week. Let's just execute the mechanic. Alright, we're going to be pulling the next time it pulls around. Steven, are you ready to pull?
I'm
into it.
just get in the corner.
Hanks, you can get in position right now. Arto, you'll just step forward and taunt. Make sure you pop GSP whatever, Greater Stone Shield protection thing.
Stone Shield. Should I Stone Shield too, or no? Doesn't matter.
You can. It's not as critical, but I would do it just in case you get friends or
he's on his way down
when you taunt.
No hots, no flask sets unless you're Haruto. You'll rip threat.
Shamans, don't worry if your chain heal bounces to melee. That's fine. Just don't be targeting melee. Just target the tank and bounce off of the tank.
Here we go.
Those getting crunched. Watch your stacks, everyone.
I taunted a little too early.
Stevie up.
There's a wing buffet.
Be back on Haruto.
Nice.
I grab it. Nice.
And we should be golden. Both tank stacks have reset, so just keep healing them. Should be taking less damage than before, other than that big spike on Stevie.
I haven't even used my trinket yet. I'll use it now for shits and
Yeah.
giggles.
You can re-GFPP if you need to.
Resisted. Maybe taunting just in case.
Got thread.
Oops, unlucky.
100%, just burn him.
One shot, baby.
They will bust a rag. We got this.
Okay, that's fine. I would rather
No,
not
this
have
is
to
awesome. We're
use the
doing
world
great.
buff, and then next week we can just rip them. So
Hey,
we
Onu,
prove we don't need them. Yeah, go ahead.
do you have a mark on you?
Not currently. Do you need a mark on me?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Melee, you're doing something a little bit weird. If you want to drop your stacks and you just go back behind here, it should be good. You don't have to waste all that time running, to Narnia.
Yeah, just stuck around the corner. Anywhere line of sight is fine. So right here is good. And then you can also get healed up by the chain heal bounces that healers are throwing on themselves, etc. But in general, good job. Very good job, healers. Good job, tanks. I didn't see a single fluffed taunt there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see one.
No, we were chilling.
Yep.
Okay. What did it drop? I didn't see. Oh, mostly garbage. Well, the belt is okay, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah, I mean the gloves are pretty good too. I imagine for Ellie.
That's 3.
I only mean junk because of isn't this the guy who drops the healing rejuve gem?
He's one of them.
All right.
He's one of them.
We're gonna pull the side room first before we do the dragons. Sorry, I removed one of the marks you put on, Steven. You mark it? Probably multiple.
You're fine. You're okay. Yeah, we're good.
All right, finish your hit, bud. It's all right.
We don't need fire res gear.
I got called out, damn.
I was gonna call you out in whispers.
All right, same deal as the last few of these. I think it's actually safest to pull back to this back room where we were once we pull, just so that they all come through a little tunnel and we're not all spread out in here and don't accidentally pull the dragons. So I'll move back into this room for this pull. Yeah, swap your cloaks back if you want. Until we get to the boss. And then, Steven, when you're ready, go ahead and rip them. Same assignments as last time. Arto Skull, Stevie X, Ado Square, Drifter, Purple Diamond.
All right. Incoming in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try to bring Diamond back.
Bollocks.
Ooh. Everybody help with the Grenadiers technician guys, please.
Can't really kite this guy when there's like 5 warriors attacking him. I don't know what's going on.
Warriors, you should all be focusing on Skull and X first. Purple Diamond is like second to last or last. And if Skull and X die, kill the goblins with mages. We had a couple die, a mage die and a healer die. 2 mages die, so there's a lot of little bastards still running around.
We're likely to get demons out of where X is.
Alright, a little scuffed, but this trash is honestly harder than the bosses, in my opinion, so. At least the remaining bosses.
Melee should be on the diamond.
Are we going to Cubby after this?
What do you mean?
That's left Cubby. Or do you want to stay here? I'm just curious.
We've always just tanked this Draconoid back in this room, just spread them out from each other. Or I think you could stack the little ones, but it's a little rippy.
Okay.
Tanks.
Safer to just spread them than when one of them has a weakness, we focus whatever weakness, etc. These guys coming up, all these dragon idiots for the rest of the thing, have a random school of magic they're weak to. I think you can find it with detect magic. Otherwise, you'll notice when your frostbolt crits for 1200 or 12,000 instead of 400, you'll know that it's weak to it. Be very careful when it is your weakness that you don't rip it off the tank. Really easy to, especially with a crit. Also, if the big bastard causes the tank to spin, all melee move away from the tank. The tank cannot move when it is spinning. They're like stunned, basically. But they'll be doing a boatload of damage to everybody, and we have a lot of melee, so... The little dragons, we're going to assign 2 tanks to every dragon, basically. And then when one of you gets stunned or whatever, you can just taunt off the other one. It's also useful for you to use reaction potions on these idiots because they stun. You don't have to if we have 2 tanks, but it's helpful. No, you can't see a spinning bear, so please, Ado, say something in chat if you can't communicate with your voice, if you've got the spin debuff. Let's mark these things.
I remember Ado
we're not going to mark it.
Cold Logic before.
Yeah,
Sorry, it was just... It was amazing.
Ado.
If, like,
you
had Noggenfogger Elixir Ado, would we be able to see you spinning? Like, if you were a pirate or something? Or that's Deviant, whatever.
Skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton from Noggenfogger, yeah. No worries.
Okay, we're going to do tank assignments real quick. There's no skull because we're going to kill whatever we kill. We should kill the big guy first if the weaknesses allow and he's not a spinny boy. If it's a spinny boy, melee, just move all of you off of it and range will kill the spinny guy. X, we will have Haruto and Drifter. Square, we will have Stevie and Miner. Triangle, we will have Ado and Lemon. And Moon, we will have Jamster and Giga. I would suggest you put a shield on when it's actively hitting you, just to save your healers some grief. And again, split them apart. Just don't be right on top of each other for this time. As we move along, we might stack them to burn them, but...
I'm calling it right now. I'm bringing Square over to this right wall. Miner and I will have Square on the right wall. Don't take any of the other 3 to the right wall, please.
This is for full. Lemon, I believe you were triangle. Alright, tanks you can run up together. Just make sure you split them apart. Again, free action potion, if you have it, it would be helpful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
X drops threat, I think.
X is also...
It's
also nature damage.
Is it nature or arcane?
Square, fire, X, arcane.
Stunned X.
I can't cast that yet.
King.
These new hammers too strong. On the ground again.
We do have repair bots, by the way. I know people brought plenty. If your armor gets broken, not yellow, but broken, say something.
Yeah, if your weapon is going to break during the fight or something, please let us know also. But generally wait till red. We shouldn't have too many. We've had some deaths, but we haven't had any full wipes, so should be spread out probably. Alright, now we have 2 more of the big gobbo packs, and this one, we have to sort of run them down this ramp. Usually we found it easiest, I think, if I'm correct, Scyther, to kill those mages as they're running down the ramp, kind of. While everybody line of sights in this cubby besides you. And then we get the warlocks out from them, etc. Let's see.
You got really good at this at the end of it, I remember.
Yeah, it just takes some practice for everybody to get used to their role in their assignment. This one, marks look good. So everybody get your mana back and we'll do a ready check for this pull, and then Stevie can pull, or Steven can pull. Should I start calling you Fana instead, Steven? Or what do you
Absolutely,
prefer?
that's fine. You can call me Fana. I haven't. Yeah, Steven's like a level 7 or 9 warrior still.
I think you said it's not actually your real name either, correct? You're also a liar?
Right, I'm a liar.
Nice, my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Never trust a Steve. Alright, everybody's ready. So pull when you're ready.
Alright.
Fana.
Like 3 seconds.
Get your assignments, make sure you're line of sight.
Don't see a purple diamond, is that correct?
Don't forget dispels.
It's triangle
I'm
this
so
time.
sorry.
It's triangle instead of purple diamond.
Yeah, no problem.
My apologies, I didn't catch that.
I said marks look good, so it's my fault too.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, Drifter Dent. Someone's gonna have to get up triangle, please.
Any warrior, go get on triangle. He doesn't do much.
Yeah, you just kite her around.
We'll need one more healer helping Buck on the next go around.
Who are you? Who are you healing, Buck? Who do you need help with?
I'm on Airy now. I lost Blitz.
Yeah, Chud also help on Blitz for the next pull.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Your mages are like destined to die in here. It's just how it works with these packs. It's really not your fault.
True.
And it's not the healer's fault either. It's just straight up burst damage. True, we have Harry carry. It's fine.
I think we got a little bit of Elementi on this full pull too.
Good Hourglass Sand I'm seeing also. That's nice. Once again, if you get Hourglass Sand and you're not a tank or a healer, please give it to Stevie. And we have gotten a lot of Elementium, dang.
I think
We're
that's
at
5 or
4,
6.
or we're at 5.
Alright, so there's another pack of these guys to the left, and there's still one more to the right that I forgot about, so... Can we get Slick up? Where's Slick? Slick, you said, can you guys please pull right? Are you saying pull correctly, or to the right, or what are you trying to infer there?
We may never know.
I am very open to critique on... You are healing specifically Blitz, Chud. I'm open to any criticism on the polls. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to help, so... I'm not too proud to make corrections by any means.
If you're not pulling, you should be around the corner in line of sight, by the way. I was just trying to target my guy so I could get him when he
Sorry,
came
I'm
down.
not pulling yet. I'm just curious to see if there was like a reply. If not, I'm gonna just go ahead and go, I think.
I'd say send it when you're ready.
Alright. I'm pulling in like 3, 2, 1.
Be careful if you get... If you have aggro on a warlock and we can't line of sight him, then he's just in the middle of the goblins. That's the pain for me right now.
It is annoying, isn't it, Stevie? They just stop and cast and stop and cast.
They just stop and they never move.
Oh, jeez. Drifter got slapped. Somebody pick up Purple Diamond, please. On the squirrel.
Diamond
I'm gonna
was-
scatter. Oh, no.
Someone got him.
Drifter, on the next pack, I will directly heal you myself so that you have guaranteed heals.
It's all good. Must have got aggro somehow. I hit Blood Rage, and I guess they all just looked at me.
Yeah,
and,
if, for all warriors, anytime you hit Blood Rage or even Berserker Rage, it does give a small amount of aggro. So if nothing has hit it yet, it will just straight beeline to you.
Much cleaner though. I think we have one more.
Overall, very good. Yeah, we have one more tight to the right around the corner.
You got some more Elementium more.
Right, Steve, you can
Don't
sell
forget
two
Diamond
of them.
in the back.
I mean, if I can't get like 1,500, I'm not selling them. I'm gonna fucking charge the
I'd
hell
say
out of these
anything-
motherfuckers week one.
1K or over, you can sell. If it's less than that, don't sell any of them.
I've got one guy since yesterday that was trying to buy it. I told him like we'll have some tomorrow, but it depends on what you offer. They're not offering 1,200 or more. I'm not fucking taking it. How badly do you want your Thunder Fury?
How many
like
do you
the
need for
logic.
Thunder Fury?
10.
10.
Yeah, you need 10 to smelt the weird orange ore bar.
Have we gotten like
And you're
6?
not getting. We've gotten 6. You're not getting 10 in 1 week.
You're not getting 10 in 2 weeks unless you're very lucky. We've been quite lucky this week. I'm going to trust that you are marking them correctly up there,
I am.
Be careful because I think this pack often has 2 of those
It
little...
does, in fact.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so whoever was picking up for Drifter on purple, we'll have Drifter on purple, but is the other one marked triangle?
I have
or
a
what?
triangle, yes.
Alright.
Jamster will get it.
Jamster, please get triangle. Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in 3, 2, 1.
Line aside for the Warlocks, please. Let's get them away from the Goblins.
I'm gonna just go straight down this wall.
They really love Blitz.
I couldn't even get a single heal off in time. That was wild.
I would guess that you are, but priests are pre-bubbling them, right?
X has
Oh,
a
yeah.
puddle up.
Oh, you got
Oh,
sheep.
we got sheep.
Alright. On these long pulls, it's a little bit scary, so if the 2 warriors who are on purple and triangle, in future, because we're going to kill it this time,
We're
but
gonna
in
have to
future
help
weeks
with
on this
these, by the
pull,
way.
just run up there to interrupt sheeps. Run up there with the pullers. Don't hit anything else and don't blood rage, but just start meleeing it, and then if it's sheeps, interrupt. Because, yeah, sheep equals death when you're a mage, because they target you and you can't move. You just get grenade piled.
Where the hell did these 3 come from?
Yeah, I have no idea what these ones are.
Finish these goblins up on the top of the ramp.
Got triangle and diamond still. We're not done.
Oh, shucks. My bad.
Yeah, melee needs to get those. I wish I could play a Spellbinder. Immune to all magic.
These are kickable, by the way.
Kickable, but as he just said, not earth shockable because it's a spell.
I don't think it's just this.
Draconids, and then we got the 2 dragons by the ramp,
We've
which
got
are
one more
reasonably
pool of
easy.
These guys.
You do have one more.
Yep.
We have another goblin pack. Go back around the corner.
They're here all day. This one also has 2 spellbinders.
I didn't want to say it.
Yep. It's awful.
I don't know why in my brain there were only 2 packs of them up there in my memory.
this-
I guess
this
bad
is-
memories, I blocked it.
This is a terrible.
Where's the one you mind
terrible-
control to learn to smelt them?
That's
he's
the
at the
one
back.
after the Dragonids.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm already thinking about it.
I'm just giving mana a little bit.
Alright, so Drifter and Shamster run up there with the pull team this time, just to interrupt any polymorphs that might go out from your target.
Got it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna pull in 3, 2, 1. Zoom. And we're off. Oh, hello, Stephen. Someone resurrected you. My pet just came like running up after me. He's gonna die again.
Need to get closer.
Samster's dead. Got polyed.
Alright, if we could have Giga, can you jump over to Triangle? Keep him interrupted and move him around.
Spell the sheep, please.
Yes,
Wait,
any
portal
free
on Skull?
please to spell Holly. So Skull. Go X.
Hooray, they lived that time.
Ranged on square, all the melee on triangle and purple.
I just wanted to get my 1500 frost shock on him.
Alright, we can all move up the ramp finally. We have 3 of the bigger dragons. All 3 of these could potentially be spinny boys. So we're going to have similar tanking assignments, and we want to absolutely tank these apart. Do not stack them. We'll just have square. First of all, we want to pull them back to sort of where we are now, because the dragon will pull otherwise when it pats down. So like tank square where I'm jumping right now, and then X in the middle of the room where I'm jumping now, and then Skull way over here. I would take Skull off and move it to Moon, because again, we don't want everybody focusing on one target. You should focus on whatever your thing is weak to. And Skull, people just go Skull mode on. You know how it goes.
Detect magic really helps here.
Yes, mages detect magic. I know Scyther was trying to call out their weaknesses last time, but he does not have a mic. So if anyone who does have a mic sees detect magic, feel free to vocalize whatever they're weak to. These are the same things we just did. So we'll have Haruto. I don't remember who I had paired. I think it was Haruto and Drifter on square. We will have Stevie and Shamster on X, and we will have Ado and Lemon on Moon.
Said Stevie X, right? Sorry.
Yes, I did. Yes, free action potion on pull tanks. All of these ones can stun you. For those curious, we have about 40 minutes on loot, so we'll do these 2 dragons and see where we're at. And we'll take a break before or after Chrome, depending.
Oh no, was I assigned square again or somebody else?
I had square was Haruto and Drifter this time. I don't think I assigned you.
Alright, we ready? Ada says wait.
You're on
Take
Moon.
them.
Moon.
If you're tanking, take them to the side of the room they're standing on. Like square go left, Moon go right, X go middle.
And again, make sure we pull them back, because the dragon pats all the way down to the bottom of the ramp, and he sees like half through the room. So make sure you're like at the back
If you see
corner
where
of this
I am,
weird rectangle.
You should be behind me. In my opinion, you should be tanking them behind where I am.
I would
I'll
even
put a
move
flare
back a little
there.
further than where Stevie is, just to be safe. There's no reason not to.
Yep. Okay.
All right. We'll do a pull timer, and then you guys can. I guess a hunter pull's probably safer here, honestly, and then you
I'm
can
gonna
taunt
just
and move
I'm
it.
gonna pull Moon over farthest to the right. So.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Peps.
That's if you can.
I was 1 second too late, Shamster.
These guys truck.
We might
We got
can
the.
someone might control the gobbo.
Or
Buck's
we
got
could
him.
just.
Well,
anybody
doesn't he have a
can just
recipe?
tank him too. He does. We're not killing him. What he does is once we've killed the big dragons, we will teach. He has like an ability like the fire buff, but it's teach mining to somebody and
Is he
teach
sheepable?
miners. Maybe.
I don't know.
I would say probably.
Can we just get a mage to put detect magic and tell us their buffs?
Where's fire, by the way? I wasn't watching chat. Sorry.
Like there's yelled square fire. Apparently doesn't tell you. I think they might have removed that. I think it did tell you in classic, and then they removed it because it was cheesy or something.
I
The
have
Weaklord might,
yeah, I don't know what it is. It might be DBM, but I see above their heads like a little spell symbol for what they're weak to right now. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Alright, if you are a miner that needs to learn Smelt Elementium, please put a 1 in chat.
Go Ringos.
Whoa, nice trash drop.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ringo is huge.
Caster Knight?
Pretty true. Can I be taught, please, Ilix?
Did you put a 1 in chat, Stevie, like I asked you to?
No, but I got a line first.
Damn.
Alright, those of you who put a 1 in chat, make a neat line near the mind-controlled goblin that they can cast on you. I don't need this mark on me anymore.
Heck.
Alright, everybody else that doesn't need it, drink up, rebuff, etc., and I'll start talking about Ebon Rock while we're doing that, because it's fairly mindless. Ebon Rock is pretty much all on the tanks. Again, tanks and melee, make sure you have an Scale Cloak on. We could all wear it, just for safety, again this week, in case it spins around. I don't think that's a bad idea, and we don't really need the healing on this guy. He still does do Thrash and the Breath, but he doesn't really hit, you don't get the fire debuff like on Fire Maw, so it's not that scary. We're going to tank him in the corner over against the wall at the bottom of the ramp. We need 3 tanks up there to taunt, because this guy puts a debuff on people called like Shadow of Ebon Rock or something like that, and if you have that debuff on you and the dragon hits you, he heals, and not for a little, it's for like 20,000. So we need to make sure that we're taunt swapping as soon as that goes out as best we can. So we'll have Haruto start, and then when Haruto gets it, Stevie will taunt off of him, and then when Stevie gets it, Haruto, if it's fallen off of him, will taunt off of him, etc. This boss does still do Wing Buffet, so Ado, if you'll be a bear and be over there, whenever Wing Buffet goes out, if you can taunt it and have it face not at the melee and not at the tanks, that would be great. So like if you're on the left side wall, like by these red globy things, and Stevie and Haruto are against the other wall, it's best. Now do note that if you get knocked with the Wing Buffet and you go like up onto the ledge, sometimes the boss glitches out. That happens. Try and move him back into position without spinning him. It's tricky, I know, but just try. But this whole fight is just, it'll die eventually. We just want to have it do the least amount of healing possible by making sure we do the taunt swaps. I will let you tanks call taunt swaps, because if I'm trying to do it, it's just going to be a bunch of people talking, and it's messy when you hit resist, etc. So Stevie, since you're the most vocal tank, if you want to be in charge of that, just say Ado taunt, or Haruto taunt, or I'm taunting.
Yeah, I'll try.
Additionally, if we happen to lose one of the tanks, or in an emergency, please have at least 1 or 2 warriors just be ready to pop in there and rip a Mocking Blow. You're probably going to die, but it's better that he hits you a couple times and you die than he heals for 40k hitting the tank that has the debuff. So just be ready to. I don't think we need to assign
I
it,
will.
but...
This is Drifter, if it comes down to it.
Perfect. like I said, if you want to, melee and tanks, please put on their Onyxia Scale Cloak. I'm going to just in case as a healer this time, but we really don't need to as ranged. Be careful when we pull the dragon that you don't pull threat early. It takes time to pat down to Haruto. If you put hots on him or something like that, it's a problem. This guy sees pretty far too, so back up a bit. We'll do a ready check. If everyone's ready, we can pull him. But otherwise, we can get into position if he moves up first and have a hunter pull him down. Whichever you prefer, tanks.
Let me flash it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just do the pulling if he's down here, Haruto.
Yeah, I could just run into him.
Everyone's ready. Do your flask set now. I say we just go whenever you're ready.
Your range, come tuck into this corner so you don't get breathed on when he pulls, just in case.
Big heals on Haruto. Keep him up.
It's too far away.
Out of range for most of the healers right now.
I got him.
Beto. Alright, it's on Stevie.
Got him.
Ado,
Haruto's got him. I'll get him next time he goes
Ado,
up.
go to the wall and taunt for wing buffet.
Yeah, Ado taunt.
In 3.
Oh man.
Good job, Ado. Perfect.
Stevie.
Taunted early.
Taunting.
Off. Yep. Got him.
Oh, okay. Ado taunt. We got the wing
Got
buff.
him. I'm in the corner.
Watch out,
Boom
Mila.
back. Boom back. Careful on threat melee. Champs here, you're real close.
Yep.
Taunting.
Yep. Haruto got him.
Get a
Alright.
first week
Got him.
DFT. Let's go. Come on.
Ado taunt soon. Now.
I'll taunt off. It's fine.
Just kill him.
Good job, everybody. Good job communicating. Thanks. That was clean.
The mower.
Malfurion's Blessed and Handguards of Transcendence.
Big bear chest.
Damn.
Big bear
Nice,
chest.
Ado.
And big priest gloves too. Priests have been lacking to your gear. Good job there, guys. Smooth. You got one more dragon, which is basically the same thing in my opinion.
This guy is even easier. The only difference is we need to trank shot this guy. So hunters beyond that, make sure you have your rotation. I know there's only 2 of you, but
Also, melee's really hard on pull. You can almost one-shot tank.
just go ahead, pop a
I'm not
stone shield on
running
pull. You should be
shield.
fine. He has thrash. He has wing buffet. He has the same mechanics. It's just we don't have to do as much taunt swap. 4S is tranking first, Thana second.
I've got a minute on potion.
Okay, we can wait.
We're gonna tank him in the same spot, yeah?
Yep,
Yeah.
same exact thing.
Okay.
Except easier.
Ado, you
Ado
can be
taunt
in
if you use
cat,
it.
but we can always call for you to taunt in a panic.
Yeah,
But
this
if you
one
want to
is
just sit in bear, you can.
the only reason that we have 3 tanks for the other one is because you have to taunt so often with the debuff. So really, this is a 2-tankable one, pretty easy.
As long as there's no resists.
This one's
Yeah, no
just
resist.
buffet, right?
It's wing buffet.
much.
He enrages, so you might have to pop like a last stand or
Okay.
something when he's enraged. And
I'll
then
take
he
him to the left. Stevie goes
Okay.
straight forward.
and like I said, just
Say
pop
what?
stone shield because he thrashes.
You go same spot as last time. I'll go where Ado was.
Okay.
Because it's
Okay.
wing buffet.
Yep. I'm just gonna stand here now then.
Alright, we're good.
All right. Thana, are you pulling it Haruto, or do you want Thana to?
You can pull it if you want Haruto. It might be easier just because you'll get the initial threat.
Just bow, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
whatever you want to do.
He's a coming.
Won't heal me yet.
Watch your healer threat.
Alright, you're good.
Enrage.
The reason we have to dispel Frenzy, by the way, is he does that pulsing AoE damage as long as he's enraged. So,
Enrage.
want to make sure we're on top of that as best we can.
It's on now.
Enrage. Enrage. Enrage.
On.
Enrage. Enrage. Enrage.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Circle of Applied Force. Let's go.
He's not only a caster knight. Got bear chest, cool ring.
I mean, that looks like a bear belt too, probably.
Yeah, it is. Well, it might be good for rogues too, I think. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm dumb. I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah, it's
What's the time reminder?
We are looking at 34 minutes.
Does anybody
see
like
it.
emergently need a break? Or can we kill Chromag and then take a break as we wait for the bronze debuffs to tick down? It's okay if you need a break. There's no shame in it. Just let us know. I don't want to hold people ransom. You can run P real quick if you want. We can have like a short break now and a longer break after, if that works. Like a 2-minute break now.
And if only a few people need to go pee, I say let them go pee while we just kill this trash. Depends how many people we're
that's
missing.
If it just put a message in chat if you need to go AFK, and then we'll kill this trash without you. It's fine. Same assignments, but don't worry about your mark. Just if you're on left, go left. If you're on middle, go middle. If you're on right, go right for tanks. So just do the same pull as below, as long as you remember.
That's a lot of AFK. Are we doing this?
Yeah, nah,
Even you were in
we
the
just
middle.
wait a minute or two. Let everyone go pee.
Alright, fine.
I'll take the chance to go pee too.
2 minutes to go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever. We'll take a longer break after Chromagus. Like a 5-minute break. It's fine, because this will be less than 5 minutes.
If anyone happened to do BWL on an alt yesterday and happens to know the Chromag breaths, or you watched the stream or something, blue and green?
90% sure. I looked at logs for other people that did it.
That's a good idea. Alright, then it's easy week. I'm still going to explain the bronze breath, but realistically I could not explain it until we know we have it because we have information from logs. Save time, since this is the longest night it's going to be, and spend time on a night when we're faster.
Sure.
I will say them again,
check out
Chance.
some tank assignments real quick.
3, 2, 1.
Stevie and Sham
I can
go moon. Haruto and Miner can go square. Ado and Drifter can go X.
Alright, do all tanks that are typed in chat understand which one they're tanking? Because it's not the
Nope.
same as the direction you were last time.
You can hear me? I just have to relog.
We hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. So, Haruto, when you get back in, you will be tanking square in the middle.
Okay.
Twixie, there's no defined kill order.
Yeah.
They all just die depending on which ones are weak to what. And if we have spinners or not. If we have spinners, ranged all focus the spinner and melee get the heck off of it.
If you know the weakness and say it in chat, I'll try and pay more attention to chat and call them out for everyone.
You guys can log back in for trash here if you're back. I'm going to do a ready check as soon as I see people on.
I'm just curious why we changed mark targets.
People forgot where they were at.
It's because we had a break.
Right.
We will try to keep them uniform in future weeks.
Cool.
I won't be late on my FAP this time, Sham.
Not good.
Alright, so I'm going to just say them once again because some people were logged out. Stevie and Shamster are on Moon. Haruto and Miner are on Square. And Ado and Drifter are on X. We're going to tank them away from each other in the same, general direction where they are at. So Moon to the left, Square in the middle, X to the side, to the right. If there's a Spinny Boy, range kill the Spinny Boy, melee move out of it. Otherwise, kill whatever your best spell is on whatever guy is weak to it. Chat if he's still gone. So,
5, 4,
Diana, if you'll pull Moon or whatever again.
1.
Tap on pull here.
Moon's fire. Where's Arcane? Watch it, Ari.
It's Arcane.
These guys only pickle Ado. Like, he feels nothing, no pain on these guys.
Nope.
You're right.
There was a couple of times where he chunked them pretty low.
Any more trash loot? Come on, give us something, Mr. X. I'm gonna put for you while you explain Onu. There's a star on my head for melee. If you want to just tell them this is where they're running.
First and foremost, this boss Chromagus is pulled by activating that lever straight ahead of us in the room. This first time that we pull him, and only the first time that we pull him. To do that, we are going to summon Haruto to right where he's standing right here. He will run forward and then click the lever and then accept the summon. Haruto, make sure you don't press Blood Rage before you click the lever, or you won't be able to accept the summon because you're in combat. I've done that like 3 times.
Gotcha.
We're going to tank him right where Haruto's standing. This way, when he does breaths, all the ranged and healers can line of sight by hugging this wall. And all the melee can stack on Star, where Stevie is right now. And you'll also be out of range of the breaths. This week's breaths are not bronze, so we're not going to worry really about them too much. They're both easy ones. They don't even have to have Haruto put a shield on, really. There is the frost breath, the blue breath. So if we get that early and threat is not established properly, it does reduce Haruto's attack speed by 80%. So if you're close on threat, watch it during blue breath. But outside of that, you duck in till the breath is over, then you come back out and keep blasting the boss. The boss also has an enrage at 20%, where he starts doing like 30% more damage or something crazy, so be prepared for that. And we do need to trank shot him on rotation. During the fight, there will also be 5 different debuffs going out randomly across the entire group. They do different things and they're responsible for different dispels, and we do want to dispel them because if people get up to, I think it's the full 5, they get transformed into a dragonid and mind controlled and start destroying people. It's like a wipe, so don't do that. Black and blue are both dispelled by magic dispel, so priests, unfortunately, you're the only ones that can do that because we don't have paladins. Green is poison. Red is disease, so cure disease and cure poisons off people if you have those abilities. Shamans try and focus on disease so that priests can worry about magic. Druids and shamans do poison, because we have a lot of shamans. Bronze will put a 4-second periodic stun on you, and the only way to get rid of the bronze debuff is with those hourglass sands we've been picking up. Now, we only want to give those out to healers. I have like 3 already, Stevie, but thank you. Healers, tanks, and 1 or 2 to each hunter in case we need a trank shot. We shouldn't need to use them as a hunter unless it's your turn to trank right then and you're stunned. You know, about to be stunned. That's fine, Slick, for what you said. But as long as we keep on top of those dispels and keep Haruto up, this fight is super duper easy when it's not Bronze Week. It's literally just a tank and spank. Let Haruto get threat, tuck in each time before the breath. We'll call out the breaths before they happen, and then move back out and keep blasting him. This boss is, I think it's like the second easiest boss in here, but I don't know why people struggle with it. We're going to discuss Bronze Breath when we have to deal with it, which isn't tonight, so...
Before we start, hunters, I want to give you each one more.
Zan, summon me over here.
Yeah, like where we tank them.
Good call.
Yeah,
hunters
we gotta move it.
Hunters each have 2. Healers, if you're a healer and you don't have any hourglass sand, trade me, please. I'm the star, standing separate. No healers, trade me. I'll take Slick. I'll give you 2 more. I'd rather you have more than just 1.
Healers, if you get stunned when you're like hiding against the wall, I would say don't dispel your debuff right away. Only do it in an emergency, just so we can save sand for future weeks, just in case. This week should be pretty easy. So.
No one's trading me, so I take it everyone has sand. Haruto, you only have 2?
No, I got 3.
You got 3. Okay, we should be fine. I think we're good.
Do a ready check and then pull. If we do wind up dying and we have to come back in here, nobody passes this line where Haruto tanks it. If you step on this square after the first pull, it will pull the boss, so do not.
I can mark real quick. It's falling off.
Mark of the Wild on Haruto, please. Just a rebuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. On Haruto, just do like a 5-second countdown or something, Haruto, when you're going to click it, and then pop yourself back.
I actually have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
2.
Just gonna go for it.
If
Let Haruto get threat. You want to back up like 2 steps so that his head is basically where your feet are. There you go.
I'll try and call the in and outs. Did I just DC? Oh.
Uh-oh.
First breath is in 7 seconds. You should tuck into the corner about now.
Get out.
There you go.
It time lapse.
Oh, okay. We were incorrect. That's Bronze Breath.
Flip.
If you're alive, flip.
Back on me.
Just get him back in position.
Don't hit him. Don't hit him.
Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. It's Bronze.
No, we're good on threat, but let me position.
That's what I get for trusting people. That new breath coming up in 5 seconds.
What's this fire? Get out.
Apply detect magic.
You're a little early. It's okay. I'll stand for Bronze. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you hide. Everyone else.
I hide. Everyone else stays in.
Yep.
So nobody tuck in for this next breath. It's gonna take you to 50% health. Don't get scared.
Enrage.
Frost.
I have the frenzy.
I'm out.
Frenzy.
Yep.
Use item.
Come back in.
Enrage.
I don't have
Arcane.
Frenzy.
can't
Frenzy.
trank that.
Ooh, jeez.
Sorry.
Last stand.
Enrage.
Frank. Melee, get out.
Look in for breath here. It's Frost. There it is. You can back out.
Fire.
Enrage.
Frank. Everyone
This
should be
breath
able
we're
to
all
stay in
staying.
for the next breath. I'm getting out now. I'm getting out early just in case.
Use
5
item.
seconds.
You all
Prepare
stay
for
in.
calm.
Fire.
I'm back.
On Stevie.
Enrage.
Frank.
Back on me.
Arcane.
Arcane. Nice.
Breath in 7 seconds. We're tucking in for this one.
Enrage.
Frank.
Frank, good
Line
job.
of sight.
Blitz, you'll have to reapply detect magic. Nature.
Approaching 20%. When he
Enrage.
gets 20%, incoming damage is going to be higher. He enrages.
This is time lapse. Everyone stay
Arcane.
in.
Enrage.
On Stevie. Heal Stevie.
Got him.
Back on me.
Enrage.
Arcane again.
People's
We'll tell you when
debuffs
to go
back.
out.
I'm I
Yeah.
can't send tranks.
No mana pots.
I'm on CD.
Get out.
Enrage.
Try and regen as much as
I can
as you
hit it. I can hit a trank. Just came off.
Fire.
You
Oh, I-
in Demo?
Yeah, I've been trying.
Enrage.
It's up.
Same Demo as on mine.
Alright, he's frenzied. Stevie, this next arcane
it.
breath or whatever, make sure you pop last stand if you have it. Shield wall too.
Yep, I will. I will.
Enrage.
Staying in for this breath again.
Use item.
I got hit by it somehow. I was tucked in the corner and got
Okay.
hit by it. I don't know how.
As long as we're moving back,
Back on me.
we're good. Good.
Do we have any hunters alive for?
No,
Rank.
both of us are dead.
Arcane.
Enrage.
Is
If
it
we
not
could battle
good?
res a hunter.
I'm
that'd
ready
be
to
good.
pop shield wall if Haruto dies. I'm ready to pop shield wall. Just keep going.
Thana's getting B-rezzed.
So,
Tuck in for breath as soon as you can.
Okay. Once we go back in, just kill him.
What the fuck?
Enrage.
Oh, that was literally it.
Somebody's getting morphe soon. Dispel.
suck his ass. Nice.
Jeez. CTS.
Holy
CTS.
fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck you,
Wow.
game! Fuck you, BWL! I'm so pissed.
First week.
Did it drop chromatically tempered sword?
Yep.
Yeah.
It
I
did.
knew
Keep healing, keep healing, keep healing.
You
Dispel-
gotta take that.
yeah.
That thing is too good.
Dispel the debuffs. Then you don't have to keep healing. Just dispel everything.
Facts.
I'm not lie.
We-
That 12 men's on flash.
That's okay. I'm probably gonna lose mine for Nefarian, but it's not the end of the world.
We
Don't
need to
log
do
until
loot,
the
so-
actual like loot window goes out. Yeah, wait for the
Oh,
voting to pop up
We
before you log
also
out.
loot council. We need to be quick with it. So
I could always pop another.
We need to be
Start
quick
with
with the
timers.
first boss specifically.
start with the first boss loot.
So if you win Blackwing Cabal or whatever else Razorgore dropped, trade Miner quickly so that it doesn't time out, please.
All right, we're gonna hop up to the loot channel, but after, if you don't need any loot, etc., you can go AFK. But wait until the loot pops up before you do so. As we get closer to the end, like when there's 6 or 7 dragons left to kill, we will have some healers and Haruto move over to where I'm moving now. I'm going to put a mark on my head. I'm triangle. He's going to tank the boss right here, facing off the ledge where I'm jumping, if you see me. We want to make sure when the boss actually comes down that nobody's in front or behind him besides Haruto, and you give him a second to pick up threat. As always, this is a dragon. He bleeds, he breathes, he does a tail whip. Welcome to WoW. The healers and ranged. Healers can be sort of here or just behind this pillar up this way as well. Right here is also fine. You just don't want to get tail whipped. So you can also stand on the top, but don't pull aggro and glitch. When the boss is down, he has a few mechanics. He does the breath, like I said. He does the melee attacks. He also does bellowing roar, which is a fear, which means all shamans should be putting down Trim or Totem for this fight. There is a good chance, because we don't have Fear Ward, that the tank will get feared for a second or two and move. In that case, you need to shift with the boss. Just move so you don't get cleaved, you don't get breathed on, you don't get tail whipped. And then Haruto will move back as soon as he can. He will try to pre-Berserker Rage that and or Death Wish, but just be aware that the boss may shift. It's not something to panic over. While the boss is down, he also does class calls, is what the main mechanic of this fight is. And there's a different one for each class. We'll go over them real quick. First of all, we have druids. When the druid class call goes out, all druids will be forced into kitty form. You just go ham, scratch the boss up. No big deal. Mages, when that happens, make sure you're paying attention, because you need to decurse when the druids are in cat form. This boss also does a healing reduction debuff, like a 75% mortal strike, that we need to dispel off the tank ASAP. So, when you can and you see it, just dispel it. Assume that the druids are always in cat form, just in case. Hunters, when it's your call, he's going to break your equipped ranged weapon. Have a backup one. Or, if you're rich, you can drop a repair bot and repair mid-fight. But I don't know that we need to do that. Just have a second one ready. And a macro to swap them. Mages, you're going to get wild polymorphs. Go ahead, Dana.
Sorry. I was just going to say, I didn't bring a second weapon. I do apologize. I hope that that's alright if we just drop a repair bot.
We can drop one repair bot. It's not that big of a deal. We'll do that right before we're about to pull, and then it should stay. Is that correct? How long is that duration on that thing? Does anyone know repair bot duration?
I'd say just drop it when we start the fight and hope for the best.
Okay. And at the end of the day, if you can't DPS, you can always run up and melee it like a bozo.
Yeah, absolutely. I have my staff skill leveled, so I'm good to go for that.
Like I was, back to the thing, mages will get wild polymorph. That means you're going to be turning things into giraffes and shit, including the tanks. So we want to have at least one priest just spamming Dispel on the tank when it's mage call, so that if Haruto gets giraffed, he can immediately get dispelled and keep the boss in place. We tried to line of sight it on DD, but they removed the line of sight ability of that wild polymorph for Sod, so fuck us. You no longer can line of sight it, but we can dispel it, so make sure priests dispel anybody who gets giraffed. Ice Block also removes the full call, not just the wild polymorph. Like, you can actually stop polymorphing people if you have Ice Block. Priests, your class call will make all direct healing spells turn into dots instead on the target, so do not direct heal, only renew and power word shield. Rogues, you are going to get teleported, usually to the front of the boss. When that happens, Haruto is going to shift the boss 90 degrees so that it's facing where I'm standing now instead of facing off the platform, and you need to pop evasion because it's impossible to move the boss instantly and you might get cleaved. So pop evasion when you get teleported, Haruto moves it here. Healers and ranged, if you're standing on this other side, when the boss shifts 90 degrees, you need to shift with it over here so you don't get tail whipped, and then shift back when Haruto shifts back. Pretty simple. Shamans, this is new for us on Horde compared to Alliance, so it's going to cast totems from our mana. Yes, it uses our mana to make the totems, it's very annoying. And it can make Wind Fury, it can make Fire Nova, and they deal a lot of damage. All DPS needs to find those totems and kill them as soon as possible. I don't think they have a lot of health, so as long as you can blast them, we should be good to go.
It also
Warlock
overwrites your totems, so make sure you have to re-summon them.
Yeah, if it drops a fire totem, it will remove your, whatever fire totem you dropped, which probably isn't any. But your air totem will get removed from Wind Fury, etc. Warlocks, we have a lot of you. There's 4, which means when it's Warlock call, there's going to be 8 Infernals up. which is a lot of Infernals. We need DPS to swap to them immediately. They are immune to fire, so do not cast fire spells on them. And finally, Warrior will force you into not just Berserker Stance, but a modified version of Berserker Stance that you can't swap out of. You take 30% more damage than you normally take in Berserker, which is already more than you take in Defensive. So we need big heals on the tank, and we also, if it's an early call, we need to tank, or make sure that the tank gets a lot of heals, and we make sure that he does not lose threat, because Berserker generates less threat than Defensive. So if it's first call, watch your threat melee and Shadow Bolters. You have to manually swap back to defensive or whatever stance you want to be after that as well. Otherwise, you'll stay in Berserker. So Haruto, just make sure you pop back to defensive when it ends. Also, when it ends, make sure you put a shield on.
Yeah.
Or when it starts, I mean to say.
Before it's on.
This boss is pretty easy outside of the transition, so as long as we make sure that we keep Haruto up when the dragon is landing and we get him in position and everybody's set, we just handle the calls as they go, and that's the end. I forgot to mention, but when What's-His-Face is up in the air in Phase 1, he'll do mind controls and shadow bolts on people. This is fairly negligible, just control the people who get mind controlled, sheep them or whatever. And then once he lands, that stops. At 20%, when the dragon is down, all of the dragons we killed in Phase 1 will revive and run at us. We need any warrior or warriors to AoE taunt and lip, and we all AoE them down. Use Stratholme Holy Water, use, sappers if you have them, if your health is high enough. Don't kill yourself. Just blast those down as soon as you can, then right back on the boss and we kill him. It's pretty easy. Does anybody have questions before we pull?
Are we
Make sure cloaks
I
are
will
on.
take your silence for yes.
How are we splitting for Phase 1?
Yeah, I was logged out too long. Can I get a summon? Sorry.
It's fine. Just sort of eyeball summon it, or eyeball split is fine here. I don't think that it's critical. We have so much DPS, as long as we have like 5 melee on each side, nothing will move. So let me just look at the raid groups real quick. We'll have Group 1 go to the side closest to the boss. We'll have Group 2 go to the near side, the side furthest from the, or closest to where we are now. Group 3, far side. Group 4, right side, etc. We'll just do odds left, evens right, and we should be fine. Your odd group go left, which means closer to the boss, where he is on his throne, and even go to the right.
I'll try to AoE taunt the skellies, but I don't have a lip, so I might just peel over and die, but that's okay. I can shield them.
I can give you a lip, Stevie.
I think I gave me 5.
Nice.
Risk, I see that you've messaged 5 and 6 are whelp groups. We never designated a group for, I'm not even sure what you mean, honestly.
Never mind.
Unless you mean like skelly groups when they respawn.
Oh, he's just memeing.
Oh, okay. I see. No big deal. Yes, whelps left side, even side, right side. It's fine. I'm just in raid lead mode, so.
Dude gets his freaking chromatically tempered sword and he's a comedian.
DTS and
he's always
group played. Dude's not getting anything else for half a decade.
You don't need nothing else.
I mean, I didn't see one of these 6 years ago, so.
Haruto, log in, please.
And Ellie, what do you
I can
need?
summon you if need be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, can we get a summon on Haruto?
Yep. Thank you.
Ellie, tell me when you're ready.
She just needs to buff Boruto. She's good.
Is it okay if I
The main
use?
tank to have as much threat as possible.
I just didn't.
Is it fun if I use bro buffs? Because I haven't used them yet. Just kind of want to get rid of them.
If you guys want to use them and you feel like recollecting them, go for it. I don't care. I'm just gonna save mine. I don't have to deal with it for next week.
We're assuming we one-shot this, we're gonna go straight into Molten Core too, so you can just keep them for Molten Core.
I would love to do like a big fast Molten Core world buff clear. That'd be really
For
fun.
what that's worth, but
So, yeah,
I mean, most of them are 2 hours, so we should have plenty of time for most of them.
In short,
just not like random
if you
shit.
want to, go for it. It's fine. Just don't pull threat. As long as Haruto is also popping them or is paying attention to threat, you should be good.
Alright, are you popping them?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, I'm talking to the man.
Alright,
Where's
blue
Chuck?
Here we
now.
go.
Don't talk. I think it was combat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've clicked buttons.
Cloaks.
Everybody
Yeah,
in
if I
XP
can-
scale cloak. If you're not, you're going to die.
I almost missed it.
I forgot to say it again. That's my fault. Thank you for saying something.
I said it a couple times.
I said something immediately, but then I said I was going to say it more times and didn't. This is the resident sleeper portion of the fight. If for some reason you didn't get your cloak on in time, you can hide behind the throne on transition. There's no shame if you forgot. Just move to behind the throne when you're landing.
A little bit of shame.
There's quite a bit of shame.
Calm down.
It's week 1. I think it's forgivable week 1.
I mean, I almost missed it.
I've
Our main
definitely
tank
wiped up
almost missed
on
it.
DD with it. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I ever tanked Golemag in my fire res gear and killed Jamster. So I don't know.
Oh, that was Giga.
Yeah, that was gay.
Mind control.
Can't even, like, listen, just because we're brown doesn't mean we're all the same, okay?
Jesus.
Whoa!
That's racist against yourself.
This is a whole
Jesus
new
Christ.
level in Coffee's history, man. What's going on?
Yeah, for real.
Love you guys.
That's funny.
Alright, after a few more
Mind
Haruto
control.
and healers go get in position.
Warriors, you can
Wait for a
build
few
rage
more
on
to
these.
die.
Build some rage.
Okay. You guys can go. Wait, there's only a few left to kill. Haruto, healers go get in position so he doesn't die, please.
Still 6 left.
Mind control.
You're told to kill Slick William.
I'm gonna kill Slick William.
He's heel bonking right now.
I'm just worried he's going to interrupt one of the healers.
I'm so sorry, I just debuffed everything.
Oh, good. It happens. That's my excuse when I don't parse. Alright, there's the big breath.
Did he move on?
Landing.
Big heals on
Haruto,
him.
get him. Let him position. First call coming out soon.
Attack totem.
Kill the totems. If you see a totem, kill a totem.
Oh god.
We have 9 shamans.
Oh my god.
He keeps putting them down, so keep bonking them. Those 3 shaman guilds are looking real good right now.
There's so many.
I don't know that they take AoE damage. I think you have to single target them like
Super
regular.
rude.
Don't.
Stop your
Back to
mana
the
tide now
boss.
that they're silver. Rogue call,
Rogue's
tilt the boss.
evasion.
Healers in range, move
Warriors.
past his tail. Get away from his tail.
Too far, too far, too far. There you go. Stop. You're good.
Poor Buck. Don't get booped.
From Saphir.
Here. 2.
Shield on, shield on.
Moving him back. No, not yet.
Oh, now you can move him back.
Move him
Rogue's
back.
move.
Watch out.
Healers shift back.
Leave.
Don't get tail whipped. Roar coming soon, Haruto.
Roar in 5.
No, I got Death Wish still. I'll use it.
Oh.
Bigger heals than Haruto, he's going to be definitely taking more damage.
Any day.
If he gets Warrior Call with Death Wish up, it's going to be rough, so just be ready for that.
Not fearing. Oh, there it is. Death Wishing.
Last call shortly. Hunters. Now it's me. Spell spam on the tank, please.
Underclap.
Got it.
We're about to hit 20%. That means we're going to have the reviving dragons. Get ready to AoE.
I'm gonna try and Berserking range this.
May just get out.
For me. Okay, here they come. Warrior Call. Big heals from Haruto.
Lurker. Stone children.
AoE taunted by instantly died.
Got a macro that rips.
Anyone else can AoE taunt?
AoE taunted.
Good job.
You got it.
I didn't have enough bars because I'm trolling.
10 seconds.
I don't mean to slight you when I say don't you have a macro. I was just genuinely curious.
Oh, no, I'm actually drawing. It's fine.
Dang, Berserker. Kill it.
One shot BWL.
Ash Candy.
Shindir.
Jesus.
And Ash Candy.
We only got the full storm range set, you know.
Yeah. Never have to
Jesus
worry about
Christ.
that.
Early
No,
Biff.
we got 7
Biff.
pieces. Thank you.
Ah.
Jeez, for real.
Which piece are we missing? Belt. That's wild.
Belt. The belt.
Grats.
Yeah, that's huge.
There was actually 7 pieces.
Well, because we had 2 from Molten Core.
Yeah. Sorry.
By the way, whoever healed me when I got aggro, thank you. Appreciate that.
We do what we can.
Yeah, so we are going to go blast Molten Core now. We're going to hand out this little bit of loot and blast it. I think the quickest way out is just to run.
Probably.
Good luck, I
There's no way
reset.
it takes 5...
maybe not.
If there's
There's
no way
still
it
whelps,
takes 5
though.
minutes to run to the front.
Let's run together. We can AoE the whelps that are there down.
Or you
Should be
can
fine.
jump down, maybe.
Yeah, we can jump down, I think, and skip most of it. We And just to be transparent, a agreement we came to for Nefarian Head is if you have one Band of Akiria, you are at the bottom of the list for Nefarian Head. Because Band of Akiria and Don Julio's is damn near just as good as Band of Akiria and Nefarian Head, while others are probably rocking like a Tarnished Elven Ring or something. It is simply for transparency. If you want a Band of Akiria, which is BIS for damn ever, you're not getting Nefarian Head. Sorry. Caster, no.
Correct, Huey.
Casters have to wait for ZG and AQ. Unfortunately. ZG Heart is all you, though.
We have enough people here. We can start doing MC trash also while this is happening.
Oh,
Fat
we got
100
100
from Dyslexia.
Real quick, before we pull, Mish went to Q. What else was there? There was the Shaman chest went to Slick. Druid chest went to Ellie, and Ashkandi went to Ors.
Ellie with 7 pieces won tonight.
Well, for my set, but yes.
Jeez.
Did Ors leave the raid?
No.
He's here.
Everyone's still in the raid.
Why don't I? Oh, okay.
He's right on triangle.
I have Unbooned. I'm ready to wreck this shit.
Okay. Let's start pulling trash. We all know MC. We don't even need to chat about it. We can turn the tunes on now if people want. Friday, Chud.
I'm typing it in. You know, I need a couple seconds.
Alright,
Can
you
you
ready?
stop closing the trade?
It's being weird, dude.
I know it's throwing everything else in except the one item. There, right?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
I just want to say though, very good job in BWL week 1. That was, you know, a couple of fights could have been a little cleaner, but for first time in months or years for people, really good. So,
That Chromag recovery was sick. Well done, everybody.
First fight.
I'm pulling.
1 second, Minor. I don't have any room.
Oh, first world problem.
I've gotten too much loot.
Just means that Aldo is going to get all those loots next week.
Whoa.
Yep.
No, we're
No, we're not
going to
see it, right?
Don't say that. For the love of God, don't say that.
we all know
no
what's
more
happening
Druid,
4
dear
weeks in a
God.
row, okay? We all know. 0 more rogue pieces, 100 more druid pieces.
Wait, what?
We're gonna get a full T1 Druid set tonight. I'm calling it now.
Kill the lava spawn.
What's with all this negativity in here?
It's not negativity, it's realism.
Getting the first OSG tonight.
Surprised
That's
you
true.
guys
We are
didn't say
getting
anything about the
Onslaught tonight.
Dredger.
We're getting Onslaught and we're getting Baron. No, not Baron. We're getting
Blaster shot launcher would be
Dream
so
Scope.
nice, actually. We're jumping to the right here.
Both bindings.
Get and Binding. Get and Binding.
That's
No, we have to sell the elemental more, then we get back.
That's true.
Wait
that is how it
That
works.
is true.
That's
we
the new
we
deals.
don't want to get 2 dogs.
Yeah.
I got you, Shamster. Lucky.
Whenever you think it's good, Haruto, I trust you.
And
Go for it.
Jump now. Pull this up here. Everyone jump down first level.
Yep. All down onto this so we don't glitch it out.
Up
Lava
front,
boys can come out.
We should be good on that. Most people should have their Eternal Douse. We should be chilling on douses from here on out.
Mine's in my bag.
In case anyone forgot, you can get the Infinite Douse now, so...
1 hour cooldown, so whoever douses first, just be ready to douse again if somebody forgot to. Although we'll probably clear it faster than it'll come off cooldown. I don't need this triangle anymore.
Oh, I'm still wearing my Oni clip.
No, we don't.
No.
Hey, Chud.
Do you remember when we just dropped like a bot every time?
Yeah, man, we were living the high life during NEF back in the day.
Yeah.
No, we have one. We can drop you one.
It's probably good for everyone too, anyways. By the time we get to Rag does a
Oh,
lot
wait,
of
stop,
durability damage.
stop. Everyone turn around. There's a square. There's already one placed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everybody click it.
Everyone click it.
Even if you...
And,
yeah, just
and
everybody.
now I'm especially going to yell at people to loot the dogs because all the healers are yelling at me to get their core hound built. And so are the damn warriors. I've got fucking warriors whispering to me, when can I get my belt?
Who would that be?
I'd like to point out that I'm not yelling at
Hey, no,
Stevie
grab
for the
the-
Corehound belt.
Me either. I'm not even gonna get Core Hound. I'll just use tier 2 belt whenever that
We're gonna
drops.
get
We have a dog behind and in front, by the way. 2 dogs.
It's gay. We're gay, man.
Oh shit!
Anyone behind, anyone behind.
Okay, man.
Mean Moon, pick up Moon.
Behind.
Oh.
Yep.
Finally died.
Drifter got him.
Kill the
Okay,
dogs
yeah.
first. This giant is not going to kill me. Kill the dogs.
What'd you do, Buck?
We're chilling.
Thanks for heals. Appreciate that.
Healers are giga pumping. You know,
This is what
after
gaming
BWL,
feels
this
like.
is a joke.
Jesus Christ.